This is why I don't use my credit card, and you shouldn't either. I want to share some simple lessons about money today. I watched a documentary about money a few days ago. It shocked me to see how many people relied only on credit. So many people in the USA live on heavy credit card debt. They swipe and spend without thinking about the real cost. When I watched more, I realized common mistakes were everywhere. Most people do not do a simple math check first. They spend based on hope instead of what they earn. Credit cards are not free money. That is basic truth. I was surprised to see so many people confused. They did not seem to know simple rules of life. You should always spend based on what you earn. Credit cards let you borrow, but you must repay later. Interest makes small purchases turn into big, long problems. I never understood people living on credit cards all the time. It does not make sense to spend what you don't have. People buy things that do not really matter with borrowed money. You can use credit for big things, but be careful. It makes sense to take a loan for your first home. A mortgage is different from running up credit card balances. Getting a loan for a luxury car is often a bad idea. After 3 years, interest alone could be $15,000. That interest number alone shows how costly some loans become. Paying more for status does not usually improve your life. Luxury goods lose value while the debt stays with you. I paid attention to these ideas when making my choices. I totally understand why people fall into this trap sometimes. Very young people want fast access to luxury and status. They want expensive cars, clothes, and the newest phones fast. The easiest way often seems to be the credit card option. They tell themselves they will pay it back when employed. But reality hits when a job only covers basic needs. In the beginning, a new job often pays only essentials. Most salaries first cover rent, bills, and food on the table. There is often no space left for fancy loan payments. School systems often do not teach practical money skills. We learn complex math but not basic money habits often. We learn algebra but not how interest really works in life. This gap leaves many people unprepared for financial decisions. But it is not fair to blame only the government or schools. Nowadays, information is everywhere and many resources are free. With social media and online learning, you can find help easily. It becomes our responsibility to learn basic rules about money. If we do not learn, the consequences are often painful. A few years ago, I bought my very first car. I waited and saved for 4 full years before buying. I saved enough to buy the car in 1 full payment. I could have taken a bank loan with 5% interest. Even a 5% loan would have cost me more overall. After 4 years, that interest could add around $10,000. $10,000 extra for the same car did not appeal to me. So I chose to wait and avoid paying extra interest costs. Waiting felt slow, but it gave me real freedom later. Saving and waiting taught me a clear and simple lesson. Avoid using credit cards unless you truly understand the cost. If you spend on a business expense that will return profit, think differently. Using credit for a business investment that clearly returns money can work. But for everyday wants and lifestyle inflation, avoid relying on credit. Small monthly payments can hide the real long-term cost easily. A single continuous habit of borrowing reshapes your whole future. Keeping debt low keeps your options open and your choices real. If you want quick practical advice, start with simple steps. Track what you earn and track what you spend every month. Create a basic budget that covers needs first and wants later. Set a clear savings goal before making large purchases for things. Avoid buying things on credit that you cannot pay fully soon. If you must use credit, pay the full balance every month. Only use credit when you can afford to close the debt quickly. Treat credit cards like tools, not as a way of life. I am a full-time developer and I share what I learned. These videos are where I talk about what I experienced. I share simple rules that helped me avoid long-term problems. My goal is to give ideas you can use without confusion. If one idea from this video helps you save real money, great. Take small steps, practice patience, and think long-term always. Avoid the trap of buying tomorrow with someone else's money. Your future self will thank you for making smarter choices today.